Rebecca, got some questions for you.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Third Eye Flyer, suspicious DVD.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry. Ask Ryan.
Yeah, well, but he's in the middle of a course right now, and it threw me out. Speaking of the course,
What do you know
about
about
dolls
burning at Atlas?
Only that it's part of the course. I'm not entirely sure what they're for, but I made dozens for him.
Oh.
You made them?
Oh, Ryan can't
Do you
make
know they're
anything.
burning them?
He's dyspraxic.
Dyspraxic, yes. Atlas auto-hypnotism.
Do you know anything about hypnosis used on the Atlas course?
Are you sure you mean hypnosis or the power of persuasion?
What's the difference?
Not a lot. But if you want someone to do something, it's usually easier to ask nicely.
Very true.
Atlas used persuasion techniques.
Well, don't all businesses use it, Inspector? Ever heard of advertising?
Yes. I'm getting tired of advertising. Quite often, really. Suggested hypnosis is similar to persuasion. Alright.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Probably be back later.
I'm supposed to find out where that, opener goes to. Go left down West Lane. Paul, Ryan, and Rand's house. Brandon house. Oh, but the Rand. Hello. Try using this. It opens the garage door? I thought it was gonna unlock the car. It had an unlock lock button on it. It didn't have a...
So,
Dad,
those
do
are
not
Ryan's
move,
guitars,
Ryan. Oh.
kept in a garage. Not really the best place to keep them.
No, not really. Best place to keep them would be in a guitar case, bud. Not inside... But seriously, that... Yeah, unlock lock. It's a car. It's not a garage door opener. That doesn't make any damn sense. But okay, fine. Let's go ahead and ask James about all this. James?
Just a
Few more
questions
questions
if you
for
don't
a
mind.
night. What about
Seen
this?
this before?
No, what is it?
Do you recognize it?
Should I? That's pretty much all of his answers is no. Should I? What about doll
What do
burning?
you know about doll burning?
Doll burning? What sort of doll burning?
It doesn't mean anything to you.
No. Should it?
No, that's okay.
See? Doesn't mean anything. Should it? Auto-hypnosis.
Ever heard of auto-hypnosis, James? Self-hypnosis.
Yeah.
And what do you know about it?
You use the scrying mirrors
Another
for
name
it.
for scrying. Some people call it auto-hypnosis, I call it scrying.
Right. So you're saying scrying is just self-hypnosis?
Scrying? You can scry on anything, I don't even know. I can
So
scry
why do you-
watching the clouds.
Sure.
Maybe the water on a lake in the moonlight.
Using your
You're
hookah.
watching the water. What happens? You go into a trance.
You lose yourself in your unconscious. You go deeper and deeper. You swim around. Try not to go too deep. Because if you go too deep, you start drowning.
Is that what happened
And you get
to
dragged
Kate
down to the bottom.
and Liam?
As long as you stay swimming, come to the surface again.
Sure.
Then you wake up and see the world as it really is. It's like a journey to a place people talk about, but no one's ever seen.
Sure.
You're thinking about Kate, aren't you?
makes you say
No
that?
shit.
She bought a mirror. Sold her one last year.
Ding 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 ding
Was
ding.
she into using mirrors like that?
No idea. But she bought one.
Right.
Okay then. Didn't socialize with her. And yet you sold a scrying mirror to her. No? Alright. See if we can head into the Rand household.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Paul? So, What about this DVD?
Seen this before?
I put on his glasses for it.
The writing looks familiar, but no.
Thanks. You know, we could describe what's on the DVD, and he could say if it's part of the course
What
or
can
something.
you tell me about doll burning at Atlas?
Well, not very much. It's one of Ryan's ideas. My son is under the illusion that he's a genius.
Wow. Thanks, Dad. You're a great guy.
Can you tell me more about the auto-hypnosis techniques used on the course?
We don't use hypnosis on the course.
But apparently you do.
Not anymore.
So, how was it used?
Hypnosis is probably the wrong word, Inspector. It's nothing to do with the trances or things like that. It was
Persuasion.
meant to force... to help students.
Did you force them?
You can't force anybody into being hypnotized. You have to want to be hypnotized.
Right,
It's not
like I already
something
told
out
you
of your
that.
control. You can't be hurt or damaged in any way by hypnosis.
So you've never put pressure on students to enter into hypnosis?
It would be impossible to do so.
Not possible to force students to be hypnotized. Impossible to hurt or damage by hypnosis. Hypnosis is not used on the course anymore. Ryan's guitar collection.
Does Ryan play the guitar?
Ryan couldn't get a tune out of a radio. He's tone deaf.
My God.
Okay, so he's never tried to go professional?
If he did try, it was never gonna happen.
Wow. Okay then. So why does he have 3 guitars? Not 1, but 3.
Couple more questions, if that's okay?
Ryan's guitar collection.
Does Ryan play the guitar?
He tries. He does keep wasting money on them, though. I think he believes if he buys the right one, he'll suddenly turn into Jimi Hendrix. It's sad, really. If I just let him play in his room, as long as he plays in there, I don't mind.
He has his own room. You're married, aren't you? Play in his room. Okay then.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Sure. Back to Simon and Emma. What about...
What do you know about Ryan's guitar collection?
Not a whole lot. I know he brought a guitar to one of the groups once, at the end of one of the stages. That's the only time I've seen him with a guitar.
So he's not Jimi Hendrix, gotcha.
Thank you. Probably be back later. What do you know about Ryan's guitar collection?
Since you are
I know
his
he
lover.
plays because he tried to buy one off me.
Do you play?
I used to. I used to be in a band, but I was a singer as well. So
Singer as well?
yeah, I used to sing in a band every night. But
pub?
sometimes it was in a pub, but usually at Rebecca's.
What was that called?
It was called Blackstone,
Blackstone.
and this guy from a record company once came to see us, and he said the band was rubbish, but that I was good. So after that, I don't think they liked me much, and then we broke up after college.
Aw.
High talent.
I can't hide talent. We're there. Nothing new there. So let's head on to the woods. Aha! Whoa! Whoa! What in the world? You stole my hat.
The DVD! That's all they took. Must have been deliberate. Someone clearly wanted that back. Nice and helpful of them to leave a piece of evidence behind, though.
Yes. Monarch. Aha, see, this is why we walk places, folks. This is why you shouldn't walk places by yourself at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. Apparently. Well then, let's enter Atlas. We were on our way here to see Ryan. See if we could see him in the meeting or after the meeting. Is the meeting done, Ryan? Ryan? Alright then. Let's go talk to them about me being mugged. Do you know anything about Kyle mugging me? I think it was his name, right?
A
Kyle?
couple more things, please.
Bag used in mugging.
Seen this? You know the shop?
Yeah, I know the shop. I hired something from them last year, I think.
Hired something?
Yeah, something like that.
Hired something. What? Hired a costume from the shop. Okay.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
You came by and asked about that, and it's like, that's random.
You know the shop? Have you used it?
No, but I know where it is.
Okay. Knows where the shop is. Has never hired from the shop. Alrighty then.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Have you seen this before, anywhere?
Well, I know the shop, a costume shop just outside the village.
Ever used it?
Yes.
Not personally, but I think Ryan might have.
Yes, he got those masks from it, apparently.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Bag using the mugging.
Have you seen this before?
No, I don't think so.
You don't recognize the shop?
No.
Is there someone else who works at Atlas? Someone who may have been there tonight?
No. There's a cleaner. Comes at strange times, but then he's a strange boy.
What's his
Work
name?
experience.
Kyle.
As a cleaner.
Well, we did try him in accounts, but it didn't work out.
You're so funny, Paul. Atlas Cleaner visits at strange times. Doesn't know where the bag is from. But do you think that the mask is from the costume shop?
Do you visit Monarch Costumes a lot?
No. I used to go in there occasionally. Why?
But you do know the shop.
Yes, of course I do.
You see, Paul, I thought you said you didn't know where this bag was from.
Well, maybe I do.
This was used to put over my head, Paul, by a mugger. Would you like to tell me something?
Please
Did you
suggest
mug me?
that I had something to do with your mugging.
Did you?
You really asked the most ridiculous questions. Of course I did.
So why did you lie about the shop?
Well, I didn't have anything to do with your mugging, Inspector, but I might know somebody who did.
Go on.
Ryan.
Did Ryan mention Jason to you as a cleaner?
No, you did.
Unfortunately, Ryan at some point told Jason that the DVD mustn't be removed from the site. So, when he saw you take it, he simply thought that he was doing us a favor by
Getting it back.
getting it back. He isn't exactly what you'd call one of Darwin's best examples.
So what's on the DVD that's so special?
All right, it was something I did myself, a little stunt I pulled to amuse the students.
What kind of stunt?
I pretended to steal from the students. I emphasize the word pretended. The students knew all about it afterwards. Everything was above board.
Steal from students? Why?
We were doing a piece about pushing the limit, so I decided
Yeah.
I would show them how it's done.
I would show them how it's
Wasn't
done.
so serious, Inspector. I returned everybody's things immediately afterwards. No harm done.
And
Sure.
when was this?
Last year sometime.
At Third Eye or Atlas?
Ooh.
Third Eye, I think.
And this was before or after Liam died?
Well,
Before.
since you'll probably find out anyway, it happened to be on the night that Liam died, as it happens.
Interesting.
Before you ask. No. I didn't steal from him.
Do you think it's a good idea to encourage students to steal, Paul?
I wasn't encouraging students to steal. Policemen are so literal. Life is shades of grey, Inspector. Much as
Yeah.
the Force might like it, it doesn't divide neatly into blacks and whites. Now, if you don't mind, you're going to have to excuse me for a moment.
Alright.
You know where the door is.
That I do. Thank you, sir.
I see he was quick enough to claim he didn't steal from Liam. What kind of stunt was that anyway? Liam dying later the same night? It's just all a bit too suspicious.
Yes, indeed. Indeed, too suspicious.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
bag used in my mugging.
Seen this anywhere before?
Nope.
Thanks. He wouldn't know anything about his stunt.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
So glad that I go to James with all these things, and all the responses I get are nope, or should I? It's like, I don't know anything about that, should I? Anything from
More
Emma?
questions, please. Thank you.
What do you know about Paul Rand?
Paul the Slime.
You've obviously met him then.
Yes, I have.
What do you know about him committing a fake theft during one of the courses?
What, about him going through people's bags? Yeah, he tried that thing on me as well, weirdo.
So you were at Third Eye?
Yes. Yes, I went there for a few months after college and I left because I hated it.
Yes,
And I
I
didn't
knew
know
it.
Atlas was the same thing. And I went with Simon.
Does Simon know that?
No. I didn't want to burst his bubble, so I didn't say anything.
So he doesn't know you went to Third Eye?
No.
And he doesn't know the Third Eye and Atlas is the same thing.
So is that where you met Ryan as well?
Yep.
Right. What didn't you like about the course?
Well, it was stupid. They just made you do things to other people and be abusive just to prove that you could, and I absolutely hated it.
What sort of things?
Oh, just stupid things. Nasty things to prove that you could do it. It was about not feeling guilty. And it was horrible. That's why I left.
Yeah,
Is Simon
as
doing all of this stuff now?
any good person would.
I think they had to stop because it was just getting ridiculous. I think somebody got arrested or something.
Very
Oh,
interesting.
interesting. Third Eye has stopped its abusive tactics. Okay.
Thank you.
There's a
Probably
side
be back
about
later.
this. Paul's theft stunt.
What do you know about Paul stealing money from students? Part of a stunt or something?
What, did he do that? I've never heard about anything like that. No, it might be part of the risk-taking thing, though.
Risk taking.
Explain that.
Well, it's part of the course. You have to do something dangerous or risky, something you wouldn't normally do.
Something dangerous.
Well, not dangerous, just risky. Like saying something you wouldn't normally say to someone, or doing something unusual.
Like you're an
stealing
asshole.
from other students.
Well, we didn't do anything like that, but you have to tell everyone at the end of the course anyway. And you're not allowed to do anything that would hurt or offend anyone, or you're not allowed to do anything really bad. It's all pretend, really.
Seems a bit
Yes.
odd for a business course.
Right?
Works, though.
It does. Not allowed to hurt or offend others. Ding ding.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
You know about Paul's stunt?
Did you know about Paul's money stealing at Atlas?
Are you talking about a particular incident or just in general?
It's something he did on the course. Stunt.
And what did he do exactly?
Oh, well, he pretended to steal from the students.
That doesn't ring a bell. Paul's stunts usually involve throwing fancy dress parties with scantily clad girls or women dressed as nurses.
Wow. When was the last party he threw?
Last Friday?
Sometime in the summer. I didn't stay long.
Yes. I'll call the chief and see what update we get from him. Hey, Chief. Chief. Chief.
Go on, Jenks, what do you know?
Not much really, sir, except I've discovered Ryan plays the guitar.
You're gonna tell me something useful.
Well,
I thought so too.
I found out Emma was in the band too.
What with Rand?
Don't think so. Not sure, actually.
Well, why don't you find out? Ring me back when you've got something useful to tell me, yeah?
Right?
Yes, Chief. Sorry, Chief.
Bye-bye.
I don't know why I had to call about that. Was that just to get time to pass that I can go talk to Ryan? There's a thing here. So, didn't know Liam very well, but you were in the same band?
Aha. That band you sang in, Blackstone. Who else was in the band?
Just a few people from college.
Including Liam?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did you say you didn't know him?
No, it's not that. I just thought you meant that I didn't know about his suicide.
Did you?
No, I was Away on holiday.
When he died?
Yeah, I only knew him through the band.
But he also went to
She
Third
definitely
Eye.
knows more than she's saying. She was in a band with Liam, but didn't know about his problem.
I'm
Not sure I believe you,
sorry.
Emma.
Yeah. You know, so... doll burning, right? Nope, not doll burning. You were at Third Eye when he pulled the stunt. But you were on holiday?
So, you witnessed Paul's money-stealing stunt, is that right?
Yes.
But you weren't there when Liam died.
No.
Don't quite understand that, you see, because Paul pulled the stunt on the same night.
Exactly.
Liam died later that evening.
I must have got mixed up.
So you don't know anything about Liam's death,
Something's
even though
coming
you were
up.
there on that night.
No.
Emma,
You're lying to me about something here, Emma. Come
I
on.
think you better explain, don't you?
It was the stupid course, wasn't it?
Go
What
on.
about the course? Oh, you were free to be free.
We were all told to do stupid things, and then that thieving thing happened, and so...
Take a breath, Emma.
Let it out.
Liam killed himself because of me.
Oh. Well, alright.
Why?
Liam had a birthmark on the side of his face. And no one would mention anything, even though we all knew it was there.
But because of the course, you decided to
We all
berate
thought-
him for it.
They all thought it was ugly. So I thought I'd say something, and I even asked Paul if it was okay to say it.
What did he say?
He said, of course.
Said he wouldn't mind. Then Liam killed himself. Liam's dead because of me.
Well, I mean, we can't accuse you of murder.
Emma, I'm quite sure you regret what you said, but I really don't think you caused Liam's death.
Exactly, there's more things
There's
to
always
it than
more to
that.
these things than meets the eye. It wasn't your fault.
We can't tell Simon, please.
Simon doesn't need to know. Don't worry.
Don't be all cry, come on. Pull yourself to, well, 9 o'clock. Well, alright then.
9 o'clock. Poor Emma. I suppose it's possible that what she said led to Liam's death, but I really doubt it. I blame the Rands before I blame her.
Right? See you guys next time.